So we got a Guitar Hero arcade machine here today, and I'm gonna try and get every high score on all of the songs on Expert. So I guess we'll just see how it goes. So let's see. So just to start out, let's see how many songs there are that I'm gonna need to actually beat. Alright, so we've got 6, 10, 12, so yeah, 16, 18, 20, 22. Oh, there's only 25 songs on this one, so that should be easy. Obviously starting with Slow Ride, but this guitar is not very easy to use for anyone who's actually tried playing on the arcade machine, but we'll give it a try. This is one of the, this song has some of the most competition because it's the first song on the list, is the one most people play. By the way, the volume on this thing is so loud, I don't know how to turn it down, but it's like lighting up the entire place. I gotta say, this guitar is so hard to play. Like this strum bar, it's not like a normal strum bar. It doesn't click. You like have to pound it for every note. So anytime you got some sort of like rhythm to play, you can't just like do that very easily. It's like you gotta downstrum everything. I don't know, let's see how I did. Second place. Now we got Rock and Roll All Night. Great. This is not like playing at home at all. The Star Power just does its own thing. It overstrums like crazy. And it doesn't register half the time either. I think I finally figured out the secret to this. You can only rely on downstrums, and you can't rely on hammer-ons at all. So that one, I'm pretty sure I got a decent score. Hey, look, there's my score from last year. Okay. I don't know this song at all. I don't think I've ever played this song. It seems unfamiliar. Yes. Alright, let's see. And finally, my first place on here. Alright. Well, we've got one first place out of 5 songs so far. So we are 1 for 5. We're top 4 on all of them so far, so let's see what we can do here. Third place that time. Oh man, this is like a whole different game. It's really weird to me that so many of the songs just aren't even on the list. Like, so many of these sections are just like tiny. There's only 2 songs in most of these sections. I know that a lot of them have like premium songs. A lot of these machines do, but this one's just missing so many. It takes a lot of arm strength to just downstrum entire songs like that. Let's see. First place, that's my second one so far. Surprised if I wasn't really high up on the list on this one, because I almost perfected it. Let me see the more stats. Oh, I did so good up until the end. Super great. Star Power would not activate for most of the song, so it was kind of hard to get much out of it. Oh, but look, I'm already number 1 on the list, so I'm gonna count that one anyway. Dang, how did I get so ahead of the curve in this one? So I don't know if I mentioned the reason I'm already on some of these leaderboards. I came here a couple of years ago just to try it out. I had done the Guitar Hero machines before, but I kind of coming here that day gave me the idea to want to come and try and get the high score on all the songs. Obviously, it's not going super well today, but that was the lowest I've gotten so far. Okay, well, after taking a break and letting somebody else use the machine for a bit, we're back. Let's see, last one I did was Closer, so Paranoid. Man, a lot of people must play Closer because that was not an easy score to compete with. I feel like
song, I made a few mistakes, but the second half was pretty great.
Let's see what we got. Third place, but I hold the top spot still, so I'm okay with this one. Alright, next up, we got No More Songs. Oh, I'm glad they still have this song in here. This is probably the best one on the list. Strumming was not going along with that. Well, I'm number 4 already, so I guess I'll take that, but that was just over-strummed hell the entire time.
I thought that one went alright. I swear, anytime it comes to like having to strum fast, it just cannot handle that. It just over-strums and misses notes. It's just, it does not handle it very well. But hey, I'm number 2 and number 3 on this one. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, I did not feel very good about this one. Okay, well, I guess not very many people play this song because I'm 50% ahead of second place in this one. That was the one I felt really one of the worst about, and yet it's by far my best result of the night. I guess a lot of people have issues with that song too, because there were so many things about it that just like I said, this guitar makes even the best Guitar Hero players feel like amateurs.
Alright, let's see what's next. I don't even know what that song was called. She Brings the Drums.
Yeah, that must have been. That one I felt really good about. I had almost an 800 note streak by the end, so I would be very surprised if I wasn't at least towards the top.
Alright, so third place and also fifth place.
My hand is starting to really feel it with all the downstrumming. Like my thumb and my wrist are just starting to hurt. I felt pretty good about that one. I feel like this is a pretty obscure song, so there's probably not a lot of people playing it. It was also kind of difficult. So, oh wow, way ahead of the next guy. 396 to 241. So yeah, it really just depends on how popular the song is. I have noticed that one of the biggest factors that hurts me in the score is just the randomness of the star power. There's so many times where I have full star power on a spot that really could use it. It just will not go off. There's nothing I can do to prompt it to go off. Sometimes it just goes off as soon as I get it. Sometimes I hold on to it for a while. Like, it doesn't matter if I'm holding it still or if I'm lifting it or shaking it around. It's just completely random. 9 more songs. We've got 16 down. We still have a handful left. I think we have like an hour until this place closes, so we gotta get through it quick.
Alright, first place, nice. Oh, and I beat these nuts. That's good.
That song is a little harder than I remember. At least when you're playing with this thing. I feel like it was difficult enough that most people probably don't get a high score. Oh, well, I hold the first place spot, so I'll take that as a win. I feel like I don't even remember which ones I have scores on, which one I don't. It's been so long. Alright, now we're getting to the hardest stuff. Down a little better. A lot of this you just have to get used to. I mean, the strum bar still has lots of issues, but like the fretting's actually not terrible on this guitar. But yeah, that probably wasn't my best result. This is a good song. This is one of the best on the list. The star power was all over the place. I could not keep a streak at all. Not even on the list. Well, I'm third place, so that's good enough. Wasn't too bad at all. There we go, finally. It's been a while since I've gotten an official first place. But I'm pretty proud of that one because that one is a pretty popular song. So I'm kind of surprised that I managed to get first place on that, whereas I couldn't even place on like Monsters. Something about this drumming on Monsters was a lot more technical, and anytime I tried to like alternate strum with this guitar, it starts to overstrum like crazy. Alright, we've only got 4 songs left. I don't know that I've ever heard that song in this game. I feel like there's not going to be a whole lot of competition, but I definitely did not do very good on that one. I only got 4 stars. Oh, look, I'm first place. I guess I have heard the song at least. Alright, 3 songs. In that one, probably not up towards the top. Yeah, well, I'm number 8 on that list, so at least I can still say I'm pretty sure I've been on every single list. Decent at keeping hammer-ons going. As long as there's no complex strumming in the songs, I think it'll be pretty fine. Oh man, number 5 and number 10 on this one. It's actually such a hard song that I might fail it. I know how difficult it is. I've done it before, so it's like one you gotta save star power for, but I have no control over the star power, so we'll see how this goes. It's such a weird song to be on the list. Like, this wasn't in any of the Guitar Hero games, and they just throw it in here. It's one of the hardest songs on any Guitar Hero game. Here we go. I'm pretty sure there's not very many people on the score list on this one, because few people can actually just pass the song. I had the star power and I couldn't get it to go off that time. First time it went off early. This time it wouldn't go off at all. Try number 3. Let's see if this works. I wish there was a way to just look at the high scores. I'm pretty sure I already have the high score on this song. Played every song, and I'm on the leaderboard for all of them, including this one. Very last song, I still have the high score. I think that during my second run, had that star power gone off, I think that would have been the first place run, because I had a really good start on that one, but I could not get the star power to go off, and I just ended up failing. Even with the full star power, it was kind of sad. But yeah, now I can say that I'm on every leaderboard on the expert on all 25 songs. That was an adventure.
So I wasn't able to film an outro because by the time I finished the very last song, we were literally being like kicked out of the place because we went a little bit late. We showed up at like 9:30 and we finished right around midnight when they were closing. But let's first just recap all of the rankings that I finished with on this whole list of the 25 songs. So Slow Ride, I've got 3rd place and 5th place. Hit Me With Your Best Shot, I've got 2nd, and I'm pretty sure 8th on that one. Rock and Roll All Night, I've got 4th. Sabotage, I've got 2nd and 3rd. Yellow, I've got 1st place. Jukebox Hero, I've got 3rd. Sunshine of Your Love is 1st. Mississippi Queen, I've got second. School's Out, I've got first and third. Closer, I have fifth and eighth. Paranoid, I have first and third. No More Sorrow, I have fourth. Paint It Black, I have second and third. She Bangs the Drums, I have first. Reptilia, I have third and fifth. This Is a Call, I have first. Lagrange, I have first. Pride and Joy, I have first and third. Cities on Flames and Rock and Roll, I've got fifth and eighth. Monsters, I've got third. Stricken, I have first. Motorhead, I've got first and third. The Metal, I have eighth. Cliffs of Dover, I've got fifth and 10th. And Surfing with the Alien, I have first and third. So this was a fun little challenge. Originally, I was going to try and get first place on all of them, but obviously I ran out of time. I would have to play a bunch of them multiple times. When you first pick up the machine, it's really hard to get used to, especially if you're used to Clone Hero. Because, I mean, first off, it's the Guitar Hero 3 engine with a really janky guitar that could be in pretty rough shape, so you might be getting overstrums. You have no hyperspeed, and so if you're used to like a high quality Clone Hero with a decent guitar, switching to this can feel pretty rough, but after about 10 to 15 songs of it, you start to get the hang of it a little better. So I noticed that a lot of my rankings were better towards the end, but actually just kind of as a little bonus story. So the first time I went there, which was like a year and a half ago, that's where I got a lot of the scores that were already on there. The guitar was probably in better shape back then. I don't think I was having nearly as much overstrum problems back then. Obviously it's going to wear over time. And also there were just more songs on the list. It was really strange that there were only 25 songs when I went this time. I don't know who is responsible for removing songs off the machine. That seems a little strange, but that list was definitely missing a lot of stuff. But the funniest thing that happened while I was there last time, something was messed up with the machine. So normally, you know, you put in 4 coins, it takes 4 nickels, and you can play the song. So it takes 4 credits for one song. Well, it worked normally at first. You know, I'd put in 4 coins, it would give me 4 credits, I'd play a song. But then I would put in 4 coins and it would just kind of like get jammed, and so it gave me like 9 credits for those 4 coins. Well, then I must have gotten a coin stuck in there or something, because at one point it was just like constantly just churning out more and more credits, just non-stop. And like, you know, it makes that cha-ching sound whenever you put in a coin. For a while, it was just making that cha-ching, 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 just like for the entire time I'm playing songs. Like, I can't even hear the song because it's just constantly cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. And so I'm getting like hundreds of credits while playing. So by the time it was over, you want to take a guess how many credits I had on that machine after playing it for a couple hours?
So we've got 11,000 credits right now, because this machine really likes me. It only takes 4 to play a song.
Anyways, this video was pretty fun to make. I've been wanting to make it for a long time, but I mean, COVID happened like right as I was about to make it, so that delayed it over a year. Let me know if you guys have ever played on this machine. I want to know if you guys know my pain of trying to play on that guitar. I feel like I complained way too much in this video about it, but I'm like, I don't know, I just want to throw in some conversation to try and keep the video from being too stale. But yeah, maybe if any of you guys know which Nickel arcade this comes from, maybe you can go and try and beat some of my scores.